What's going on, everybody? We're gonna be playing some Madden 2017. We're gonna be probably playing some football. Hold on. There we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Agent North, darling. We're gonna do Dolphins versus the Falcons. We're gonna do a minute. That's how I feel.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Falcons going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's head on down to Miami, where we'll hand it over to the two men calling our game. That's Brandon Gotti and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome. How y'all doing today?
Miami, Florida. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins. Hi again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, as we get set for our matchup tonight, we saw the quarterback comparison at the outset.
I am doing some rules.
It's a dramatic scene, isn't it? Whenever you get a night game,
I'm still working on them, so some of the rules are going to be posted up here probably this week.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they
only what I expect is behave, be respectful to others,
finishing the season just shy of 3,000 yards, 19 touchdowns, 12 picks. Charles unable to play,
and be nice to people.
Had to be hard
and
for him to sit that one out.
Had to be very hard for him because I thought
no language.
And this was a monster year for Ryan Tannehill in his development as an NFL quarterback. And I thought he passed the test. And I think 2017, he's eager for it.
But y'all can come, y'all can like and subscribe.
Now it's the Boise State alone.
I am friendly. Some days you might see another boy on here because he wants to do video too, and that's what I'm doing. I'm letting him, me and him are together and doing this.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
But how y'all been doing?
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get into.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. Offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So they brought in
I'll probably be streaming for 2 hours.
A good call.
That's my goal, is get 2 hours in.
Complete. Jordan Cameron is tied in the intended receiver, and it brings
I won't be here.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. So, either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And Frank's kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Atlanta's going to score.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Now Ryan on 1st down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And Brandon, I think Mohamed Sanu had a nice career while he was in Cincinnati, but he really elevated in 2016 in Atlanta. The most catches for himself in a single season.
59 of them, 4 touchdowns. Really a nice compliment to Julio Jones, and he was a nice compliment in Cincinnati. I don't want to say he's not a #1 receiver, but he plays that #2 slot well, doesn't he?
He does, and I think it's because of his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can play out wide. They can use him as a wildcat quarterback. He has thrown passes in the NFL. In fact, going back to his days at Rutgers, I think he threw 18 passes.
Knew ain't gonna get it all the way down to 4.
Mohamed Sanu has his hands on the football.
So I just said, go ahead and call a timeout.
So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan.
Crap, it's picked off.
A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first. We'll jump
crap.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
All right, let's keep it going.
Fielded about a yard deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And here now come the Falcons. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have
in a double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Another picked off.
Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And they are going to set up
Crap.
the 40-yard line.
They might kill us,
Take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think
I know,
about
Janoris.
on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. More after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Ten yards still left on second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game.
Ball
game. Rain throughout the entire game, but these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
We're going to be playing another one.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to do something, so...
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
I'm going to have to fix that, but I was trying to get the rules up. So, but we're going to be playing some other. What do y'all want to see? Well, it's only going to be a minute quarter because a lot of people are in here. A lot of people are not in here, so I don't want to do like 20 minutes. Do 15-minute quarter and have it be going all the way through for an hour and a half. I'm gonna try to keep it around a minute to 2 minutes. Anybody got anything like what they want to see?
Make no difference.
I just picked something to play for 2 minutes.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's Smith's Ravens.
All right, I'll do that next, Janoris.
before the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on
I'll do that
a
next,
beautiful
Norris.
afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs.
I was going to see what Kansas City got this year with all their energy, or people got hurt.
About 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They come out here in the eye. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. It's caught. It's Dennis Pitta. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and
Hey, Norris, do this for me. Go on my page and under my YouTube channel, and go down where to the top. You see 3 lines. Click on that and put share and share it to your Twitter.
What the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Flacco here on 2nd down. And Steve Smith hauls it in. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And Steve Smith still making catches on Madden, but
welcome,
his
y'all.
career is over, finishing it with over 1,000 grabs.
I'm doing a 2-minute thing.
And better
Football.
as far as I'm concerned than Steve Smith. Did you see his letter to the commissioner?
Tell me about it.
Where he said that I will no longer be around to antagonize defensive backs.
And he
Hey,
did just
Kim.
that.
Agent 89 out.
The linebacker,
Thank
Derek
you.
Johnson, in on the stop. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Kim, I might be on here for 2 hours.
That play was beautiful. A great
I'm not going to do like Russ,
because
I got things I have to do today, but I just wanted to come on here and just goof off until I have to go do what I have to do.
2nd down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. 0-0 our score, and we're back to Arrowhead after this.
Kim.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
I know, Kim. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta be at work in 3 hours. I really don't want to go, but I gotta go. I'm on nighttime shift. And I hate nighttime shift because everything's break.
To talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Here's Flacco, and this is going to be incomplete.
Yep.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good.
You too, Kim.
And the Ravens strike first at 3
You too.
zip. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
Smith on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. He's got a man. Complete.
There we go.
It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 43 yards.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra time. His offensive line has protected him. And now when the ball's in the air, the guy downfield has a chance to make a better adjustment. That's just wrong on every level as far as the defender is concerned.
Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Look at the spin.
Balance.
18 yards there, down to the 18 and a 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
From the red zone now, Smith. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Throwing again is Smith. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jeremy Maclin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. So as they take it over, we step
I'm just
aside.
wasting time out, so no big deal.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one.
That's halftime.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA halftime report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Chiefs are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Ravens won't panic either. They know they just need to take it 1 play at a time. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10. Here the pass is completed into coverage, and the pass and catch will end up going for 21 yards. Ravens, they'll settle for just a field goal. Chiefs have it early in the second. Smith's deep pass will pay off here, and he'll be tackled at the 36-yard line. Chiefs now later on the drive. Smith's on target on the slant. They're now on top by 4. So that'll do it from Orlando. Let's get back out to Arrowhead as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead.
Let's
and
go.
We resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go get another touchdown.
It's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here's the Ravens defense as they head back out there now. They're losing here as we begin the 3rd quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
And I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the 3rd. It's a gain of 14 there. Good enough for a Kansas City first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Leave a comment, whatever game y'all want me to play, and I'll play it.
A first down carry here for Charles. And some room to run now. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Smith. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Smith going to turn and give him to Charles. And he's going to lose yardage here.
That didn't
Loss
do
of a
nothing.
full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Charles the lone setback.
We're playing Madden Football 17.
Smith.
And
he's caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but
leave a comment down below whatever you want me to, who you want to see. The very last game is going to be the Super Bowl. Next game is the Falcons versus the Saints. I don't have other ones yet, but put them in the comments what y'all think and who y'all want to see.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He's got it to West on the dump off. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make
leave a comment what kind of game y'all, what kind of on Madden, but what kind of team y'all want me to play against.
He's got time. And his pass incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Marcus Peters was the NFL.
That's how we end it right there.
2015 season, and there was a big reason why. We just saw another example there. Late game, he goes up, picks the ball off, finishes things off, a victory for his team.
You mentioned the 2015. What a start to his NFL career, and another nice feather in his cap there. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Smith going to throw it. Looking left side, that's caught by Macklin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
All 11 men out.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullback.
And he takes this into
touchdown.
For a Chiefs touchdown.
Leave a comment down below whatever what team you want me to see, play, and I'll play them.
Throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this?
And what did y'all think about the Super Bowl?
Some revenge, or they just don't like them. But the
personally, to me,
is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough?
And everybody has their own thought.
Tiebreaker that comes into play later.
But I'm hearing from people that it's rigged. They got paid off for that, all kind of crap. So I'm just going to tell you how I feel. This is how I feel. How I feel is that it's not rigged and it's not getting paid off. They're getting paid for playing and doing football like they should be.
Now after the touchdown here, Santos
just,
to kick this one away.
I don't know.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs defense making their way back onto the field.
Are you still in here?
A really good game. They're just looking for one final stop here and celebrate this victory.
And if you're on offense, you don't want them to have that satisfaction. You know that you're not going to win the game, but you don't want them to roll in with those big grins on their faces. So you want to come up with something right here, some type of a big play to dent that good move.
And they'll be trying to not let that dent happen and go home happy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Flacco here on second down. And his throw here is incomplete. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. Finding time. Now a desperation throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Ball game.
A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all
Ball
sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
I really don't have to kneel it no more, but I'm going to.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
I didn't mean to do that, but
over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
You know what I'm gonna do? For just the play fun, I'm gonna throw that Hail Mary and see what happens.
Third and long, it's Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ball game.
Show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish. I told him it ain't to practice it. I'm about to fill you up with Spanish. Walk up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event and boxing in it. As the time been ticking, I've been out here playing my position. I'm about to get it now. Ain't no one about to block my hit. Cause someday, something come along. Someone tell me I'm someone doing alright. Somewhere, somebody got someone knows somebody that one day will be the love of my life.
Falcons versus the Saints. We're gonna do it at the Falcons. Janoris Darley requested this, so I told him I would do it. And anybody has anything, they can put it down below. like football things, and we're going to be doing that. Welcome, and if you have any questions about which team you want to see, put it in the comments, and we will get to it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game is the divisional matchup between two proven wide receivers. It's Brandon Cooks going up against Julio Jones. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Larry. For the Falcons since 1992. There's a look inside the Georgia Dome, downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Charles trotting out now the NFL leader in passing yardage this season. A lot of people just assumed it was Matt Ryan, but no, it was Drew Brees as the Saints take the field. 5,208 yards, his fifth time throwing for over 5,000 in a season.
Isn't he the only one who's thrown for over 5,000 yards more than once in an NFL season? So he's made that his benchmark, which tells you about his excellence. Absolutely unbelievable what he gets done, how they run offense in New Orleans. They've got to support him with better defense. If they improve there, they're a playoff team.
The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Falcons is Eric Weems. This is taken at the 18. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
I know, Janoris.
From breaking that, officially give him 15. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. And time to see what the Atlanta Falcons can do on offense. There's Matt Ryan, starting quarterback, just shy of 5,000 yards in that incredible season in 2016 for Matt Ryan. You look forward, he's going to be working with a new offensive coordinator, Charles.
You mean last year, not last night?
Is his ability to embrace change. Because he had the same
It's all good,
system,
boy.
Changed some coordinators early in his career. But the system was essentially the same for most of his career. And then he had a coordinator change in 2015 and had to adapt to a new style. And he did it so well that by 2016, he's the NFL MVP. So a new offensive coordinator is not going to change much for him. He's going to try to adapt one more time to a new style, new ways of doing things. And I think he'll do it very successfully.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He completes it to Julio Jones. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Over 1,400 yards last year for Jones. Just 6 touchdowns, but, you know, of course he had the big 300-yard game. However, when he was blanketed with coverage, he always opens things up for other guys, doesn't he?
He does, and that's what's benefited Atlanta's offense. Other guys were able to step up. In 2016, Mohamed Sanu stepped up and had his best year as a pro. Austin Hooper, as a young tight end, really developed down the stretch. And Taylor Gabriel, who had come over as a free agent from Cleveland, he really flourished. Actually led the team in touchdown catches. But there's only one Julio Jones, and you want to get the ball to him as much as possible.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to
Touchdown,
occur,
Falcons.
the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. That'll be taken in the end zone.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. No matter in the night. Watch me whip, whip, and watch me nay-nay.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, here's Breeze. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Thomas has it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. On first down, Breeze. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
I'm thinking so too, Janoris.
Just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all these places. From Mexico,
Fourth down.
For the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Now Ryan down around the goal line. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On first down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
We're going in the end zone now.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
I didn't want to do that, but
halftime in what was obviously a very fast-moving first half of play. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3.
The silent treatment.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot. But there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine. You know, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and minicamps. You get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to...
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Jones, 74 yards.
74 yards.
The Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Hey, that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
You're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line. Maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Play action. Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
It's going in the fourth quarter.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Breeze got to have this one. And that is incomplete. They
Incomplete.
had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it.
Now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Ryan wants to throw it. It's complete to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And it's
crap.
no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
It'd be all right. We don't need it anyway. We're still killing them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielding a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Breeze. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
They're trying to get into field goal range.
Quickly to the line. On 1st down, Breeze. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
Picked off. It's ball game.
And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They had
It's
the big lead
ball
here
game.
late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did. When this ball's
Oh, crap. It's picked off.
A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And Brandon,
But it picked off by them.
Getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football?
because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory...
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Tyson Jackson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And now they're in the hurry-up. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock.
9 seconds left. This game's over. Our next one's coming up. It's going to be the Broncos and the Steelers.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze surveying the field. All kinds of time. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20.
I know they don't have rally caps in football, but Drew Brees would probably put one on right now. This is not the normal Drew Brees performance that we're used to seeing.
No, he's such a yardage guy. I mean, he lives on yardage, and this is rare.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's a guy who's been over 5,000.
And no escaping this time. It's
you ain't getting that touchdown.
So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
I'm back. I'm sorry about that, y'all. That's my calling me. We're gonna be playing another. I might go ahead and end the screen early because there's not a lot of people on here. I'm gonna do this last game and then I'm gonna call it. Let's do a minute of this one, and then I'm gonna do the Super Bowl, but I'm gonna do it for 2 minutes. and then I'm gonna call it tonight because I really don't have nothing else going on. I have stuff going on tonight, so but I'm gonna do 2 more games and then I'm done. I know I'm gonna go for an hour, but that's not gonna happen. Sorry about that. That's my dog. He's in that case.
Much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
Oh, crap.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
I still remember when Frank Gore came out of the University
Let's see
of
the
Miami,
Broncos
and
can
there were
get
injury questions about him because of his knees.
He
just had his 9th 1,000-yard season in 2016 with Indianapolis.
a win.
Franchise that the last few years has really struggled.
This year they couldn't do crap.
Him back up this year. He's 33. Larry Fitzgerald's 33. Those guys still producing.
And you know what the coaches say about both of them? They're the ultimate pros.
Throwing on third down, Luck. And he'll just
He just got
toss it away.
smacked.
So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you
Bad.
heard
I done it again.
creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now we see Andy Dalton bring Cincinnati out there. And Cincinnati, gosh, first time under Andy Dalton, they haven't been in the playoffs. His first 5 years, they made it. This year, 6-9-1. He threw for 4,200 yards, second best total of his career, but who would trade those numbers to be back in the playoffs.
Yeah, hollow numbers for Andy Dalton. And let's face it, it started last offseason. Lost Marvin Jones, Mohamed Sanu. Tyler Eifert got hurt in the Pro Bowl last year, missed the beginning of the season. And then A.J. Green got hurt late in the season. So all of his weapons gone from him, and it made it tough for him to generate the offense he wanted to in Cincinnati, hoping to have a bounce-back year in 2017.
Nice complete. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
A.J. Green, I'm throwing it deep.
First and 10, here's Andy Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Partner, I was working the Buffalo game when A.J. Green got hurt on, I believe, the second snap and never came back. A hamstring injury, couldn't finish the season, fell just short of 1,000 yards, which is something he does each and every year.
And that broke his streak of 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons. So you're right, he does do it every year. That was week 11 against Buffalo, wasn't it?
Week 11, unable to make it back, but still voted to the Pro Bowl.
For Jeremy Hill, with a season in the rearview mirror, finished just below 1,000 yards. I think 18th in the league in rushing. And what, his 2 100-yard games
A.J. Green,
against
you're
Cleveland,
next.
I believe.
Yeah, if he played Cleveland each and every week, he would have been well over 1,000 yards. So the thing about Jeremy Hill and the Cincinnati Bengals offense, you think of them as a run-first team. So to me, his 889 yards, disappointing, because I would have thought that that would be a higher number and an increased production from him. He's looking to do that in 2017.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down. The final back to the first half. Dalton out to his left. And he will take it
Touchdown.
for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert as time expires in the first half. And the Bengals are in for 6. So they grab the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find... And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. On the return, it's Alex Erickson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. It's second down. Dalton looking. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jeremy Hill, 61 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Field goal.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Johnson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati.
Hey, June. What's up, June?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to win this football game. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
What's up, June? What you doing?
They come out here in the eye. On second down,
cool.
Hill able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Yeah, Jin, I'm going to do this. I'm going to finish this game. And then next game I'm going to do. And then the Super Bowl.
That's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
But I'm going to be done with streaming after these two because I got to go and get ready for work.
And it is now 21-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Wait a minute, y'all. I got to do something. I'm really sorry about that. I left the oven on. My fault, but I'm back.
And recover. And quickly, they get to the line. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. Third down. Play fake to Gore. It's locked. He's going to let it fly. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been
excellent. The Broncos just won their first game.
As this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that.
All right, we're going to do the Super Bowl, and this is going to be it. New England versus the Eagles. I'm gonna be the Eagles. I don't like New England, but we're gonna do a Super Bowl for 2 minutes. This is gonna be our last game, and then I'm done. I went for an hour and 23 right now. This might take us to two hours. I usually don't watch Super Bowl, but I'm gonna watch Super Bowl. But if anybody has a question or you want me to play another game, and if I have it, put it down in the comments, and I will see if I have it. I'm still trying to work on GTA. I might be getting that soon, but don't know yet.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The time for we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Patriots going up against the Eagles. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down the kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Brady now on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Gronkowski may have had to miss the Super Bowl with the injury, but he was active in that parade, and now he's back on the field. And I'll tell you what, something you mentioned to me is that he was a big cheerleader for his teammates. Never hung his head through the injury. Celebrated with him all the way through the title.
We've seen superstars in the past, when their team does well without them, they're happy, but they recede into the background, right? They get out of the way because it does hurt them a little bit. They do have pride. They want to feel like, hey, without me, they may take a little bit of a step back. But with Gronk, you never saw that. You saw him with him every step of the way, cheering his team on, happy for their success. They went 11-0 without him in 2016, but I know this, they don't want to try it again.
No,
they want the big fella back.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got time. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Sproles. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Eagles take possession. Wentz now on first down. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Ertz has it left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fresh set of downs here.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
There we go.
Jordan Matthews, 58 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
And LeGarrette Blount just does not go down easy. You know, from my experience as a defensive back, this was a difficult guy to try and tackle because of the force that he runs with, and he's not going to be daunted no matter it's the first quarter or the fourth quarter, Brandon.
Well, what shocks me about last year, 18 touchdowns. I mean, the yards were pretty good, 1161. But when I think of New England, I don't think of a running back getting 18 touchdowns.
Yeah, that to me, it was the combo that made the 2016 season for him. Most yards in his career, most touchdowns in his career by far. And he's the type of guy that, hey, you want to give it to me inside the 5? He doesn't believe anyone's going to stop him. Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting
welcome, y'all.
Down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back.
Jordan Matthews all by himself. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions. And, boy, they have been able to do it a lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them to the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, Deion Lewis, a 5th-round pick, 3 touchdowns against Houston in the divisional round. Chris Hogan, undrafted. He ends up having 180 yards in receptions, including 5 plays of 20 yards or more against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin? Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind who? Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball, right?
That's correct.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere
4th
to throw,
down.
so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Sproles, the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Jordan Matthews and the rest of his offensive mates heading back out there. And these highlights here showcasing Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. They get 39 yards out of that one. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st down.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring 51st Super Bowl from Houston. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Eagles want to continue to give their fans something to cheer about in the second half. The Patriots know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10, Wentz's deep pass will be completed, and this will go as a touchdown. Eagles have it midway through the second. Wentz is going to complete the pass to the sideline, and this goes...
Do you seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. Third quarter action now. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The D for the Pats, the Patriots heading back on the
Hi,
field
Saver
now.
Man. Sorry if I can't say your name right. My reading is not very good.
Now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes. First series.
Hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll put more videos up here. I've been working on putting some more videos up.
Side to Green Beckham. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be first down Eagles. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Wentz will try again on second down. He's going to go up top again. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, then the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's Kahn. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 5. On play action, now Brady. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this third quarter.
Fourth quarter.
One quarter remains here
One quarter
in the Super
and
Bowl. return with more after this. You're back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. So now it's 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. To throw, it's Brady, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. Finding time. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got it with the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are likely going to win it. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal. Couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long?
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 93 yards. The Eagles had 6 to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And it is now 21-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
They got 51 seconds left.
Now, they worked their way back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On play action, it's Brady. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Now Brady. Got a man. It's Amendola. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're going to hurry back.
What's going on, Big Juicy?
Throwing on first down is Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a third and long.
Big Juicy in the
You know it's not
house.
an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tap and foot.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Ball game.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
All right. I want to personally thank everybody coming out tonight. I know I really do not do much videos, but when I can, I'll do videos. But if any of y'all have any questions about me doing videos or what do y'all like, just put it down in the comments. Link there's gonna be a below, and I will be getting it and seeing if I have it, then I will play it. I do play Fortnite. I play it sometimes, but not all the time. But we're gonna have some Fortnite videos coming out to y'all soon too. So, but I want to thank everybody coming out. I'm gonna call the stream here. If you want to join, like us play a game, just leave a comment down below. You have to be a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, you can't join. So, you have to have it done. And I want to shout out 2 people. Janoris Dolly, thank you for being here. And I know he was not in here, but he'll get in here soon. Double R Gaming, I want to shout out you too for all the things you helped me trying to get my YouTube where it can be official. And I want to thank you very much for helping me doing that. I'm still working on the rules and the comments that be a link. I tried to do the rules, but it didn't work. So I'm gonna have to get with Double R Gaming to see why I can't get it to work. But that's I can do that. Let me try something. Let's see what this does. Didn't do nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to him and see what do I need to do to get the rules up on the screen. Or if Kim, you know how to do it, you can teach me too. I just need that help. But I'm calling today. I'll see y'all next week. Don't know what time next week. I'm gonna try to get a schedule set up of when we're gonna do live videos and when we're gonna post videos. Monday through Friday is gonna be a good one. But if you have anything, please comment. Welcome. I'm sorry to do this, but I'm about to get off. But I thank you for coming. You can watch this video over. I'm not gonna be deleting no videos. But leave a comment down below what games y'all want me to play. I'm trying to still get people what games do they like to watch. And I'm gonna get it. Our sub count right now is 16 subscribers, 293 reviews. I want to try to hit 100 subscribers by next month. 100 subscribers by next month. So, and I want to thank Double R Gaming for helping me trying to get my stuff up. It's still not working. I got to get with him, but y'all go show love to Double R Gaming. And whenever he's in, we might play with each other. But I want to thank y'all for coming, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.